Hey guys, so um since 2 days, so it was Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, Thursday, I've been so hungry, and it's never as bad as it was in extreme hunger, like really, but it was still giving me flashbacks, and I was thinking about how difficult it used to be and how I was kind of like hopeless, or I just felt such like a big weirdo. And so I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos just to make me feel more normal, because I just thought like this cannot be normal. Like, how the fuck, by the way, I'm drinking my favorite thing on this planet. How can that even be possible, that I'm like a bottomless pit just stuffing my face with food, and then like I would feel sick to my stomach, and then 1.5 hours later I would again be super hungry and feel very dizzy because I was so hungry, and I just thought I was insane, and that was weird as fuck. So I didn't understand anything, but now in retrospective, I tried. I mean, I don't think about it too much, but still, I think now I do get it why the body is like that. And I'm gonna explain it very much with Tabitha Farrar's words. So if you follow her, or if you watch a lot of her videos, you probably heard that explanation a lot. But it just, imagine, I mean, she always uses this metaphor of someone having a lot of debt, money debt. I like the analogy of sleep, because for me it just makes a lot of sense. So imagine you go a whole ass week with maybe each night you get 2 hours of sleep, and that would be the equivalent of you having an ED or any type of restrictive eating behaviors. Either that's just a diet or a whole ass ED, it doesn't matter. If you didn't eat enough according what your body wants, not according to some app. But look at this crazy curl. Sometimes my hair really does curl a lot. And then like you see that? But then other strands of hairs are just straight like this. So I don't understand it. Anyway, imagine you go a week with very, very little sleep, so 2 hours a night, which would be the same as if you would just eat way too little for a whole week. But usually it's not just a whole week, it's just a lot more. um why do I like comparing those two functions? Because I think eating food is literally equivalent to sleeping, because both of it is just super necessary, and at some point your body will just say like, stop, I can't do this anymore, because both of it is there to give you energy. You need both of it equally to have enough energy. And so after that week of so little sleep, the only thing you want to do is freaking sleep, and sleep for, I don't know, 15 hours and not just for 4 hours, or like for maybe 7 hours, which would be enough for most people, but not for you after only sleeping 2 hours a night for a week. So that's the same with you. You restricted your food for so long that your body just now needs a huge amount of food. And that is, first of all, because over the time it lost a lot of weight because you ate too little, or maybe you didn't even lose weight, but a lot of, I mean, there's different types. Probably you lost weight because of eating too little, so that's not natural for the body. It wants the normal amount of fat. For everyone that's different, but you're probably not at the weight or the body fat that your body feels comfortable at. So first of all, it wants that. But then more importantly, when you restrict your food, where does the energy go? Like the little energy that it gets goes solely into making your organs work so you don't die. But then any leftover energy is not there. Like, there is no, I phrase it wrong. There is no more energy left after making sure organs don't give up. There is no energy to repair stuff. To, for example, a lot of times when you eat too little, your hair falls out because your body just doesn't have the energy to sustain your hair or make it grow. So you get a lot of hair loss when you eat too little and stuff like that. And so a lot of the things you don't see that are internal, where your body over I don't know how many months or years even, it didn't have the energy to make it work. So when you finally let yourself eat, your body wants all the energy and it uses it for I don't know what purpose. There's so much going on in your body you don't even want to know. And so yeah, for all of that it needs the energy. And then yes, of course, you will also gain a lot of weight because your body just wants some extra fat to protect itself, because it's scared that if you had such a restriction that it's gonna come again. So that's why you want also to gain so much weight. But then don't worry, after some time it will realize that you are in a very safe environment, and that's only if you don't move a lot and if you eat enough to your according to your body, not to some guideline. And so only then, after a long time, which could be years even, where your body feels safe, it will release all of the weight that it's not meant to carry. Because of course your body is also much more difficult to carry a lot of weight in comparison to having a rather lean body, which is a lot lighter and so uses less energy. But again, everybody is different. There's just some people that have more, I don't know, for example, I have quite thick thighs, and that's okay, like thick, not like Kim K or something like that, but then you know what I mean. Compared to a lot of my Swiss friends who just have very skinny legs, I just don't, and that's completely fine. It's just everyone is different, and you simply need to feel comfortable the way you are. And that's not if you focus on looking a certain way, but that's if you focus on just behaving and living the way you like, and then just accepting the way you look. Because in the end, it's not about the way you look, even though society likes to make it all about the way we look. It's about the way you love, I don't know, your humor, your hobbies, your job, all of that should be fulfilling, and then the way you look is pretty much irrelevant. And yeah, so a little anecdote to that. I know I talk a lot about this guy that I'm dating because it's just very special to me. It's my first boyfriend, if you can, like, we're basically together. It's getting more and more official, but still it's not completely official, so I cannot officially call him my boyfriend, but it's basically that. So I liked him for a long time, and I think I already told that. I don't know if you guys remember, but he is very, skinny. So back in my ED, I always thought, even when I was my skinniest, I always thought like, oh my god, I'm too big for him. Like, he would never want to date a girl that is heavier than him, blah blah blah. I don't think I was much heavier than him back then, but I for sure am now. Because he just is extremely skinny. Like very, very lean. He has a lot of strength, but he's just very lean. And so now we're actually dating, and I'm realizing he does not care about that. At least I think so. Like, we never officially talked about it. Probably we will at some point, but I I don't know, it's just so crazy because I always felt so insecure because of the fact that I am bigger than him, even though back then I wasn't much bigger, not at all, than him. And so now I'm quite bigger than him, and I actually find it okay. And he's still like he's not someone who gives out a lot of compliments, which is totally fine because that's not him. But he still makes me feel very beautiful, and most importantly, like both of us, he mentioned it and I also mentioned it, we just love so much that we're on the exactly same wavelength in terms of, I think we just are the equal amount of smart and the equal amount of arrogant, in the sense of that we think we're super smart even though we're just normal people. We have a very similar humor and all of that, and both of us love discussing about stupid things. And he told me that he just loves that I challenge him, like I just, and things like that. It just makes me realize that, like, someone's listening, that in the end I always thought my body was much more important and significant than it actually is. Like, of course it's good to be attractive and to have people be attracted to you, and I do think pretty privilege is a thing. Like, it's actually privilege and it's something helpful and feels nice. But still, with the right people, they will make you, they will just make you feel good anyway, no matter what you look like. And if you don't have those people around you, it's just not the right environment. And it's not because you are not enough, but it's just because the people are not right for you. So just keep that in mind. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people don't struggle with it, but for me, I think the biggest cause, of course, for my ED was other people's opinions. I think for a lot of people it's different, but for me, for sure, it was always the biggest influence on me. Like, what would other people think of me? And so a lot of the stupid things I did, like developing an ED, like I only wanted to lose weight because of what people thought about me. Even though they didn't think much of me, like no one ever really told me I was too big or anything. I just imagined that they would think I'm too big. So that's why I wanted to lose weight. So please, guys, just don't worry about what people think about you. They will think about you. Like, I'm not gonna say they will not notice you gain weight, but I will say that it doesn't matter, first of all, what they think, and probably they're so concerned with their own lives that they don't care too much. Like, they think, okay, she gained weight, point. Moving on. Caring either about their own weight or about their own life. I don't know. So, yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.